I had never thought of myself as a reader. I thought people were either bookworms or people that didn't read at all. And I thought I fell into that category of person that didn't read at all. In elementary school, I'd show up at the Scholastic Book Fair and just look to buy the Guinness Book of World Records. It was always a little bit out of the price range, but just any sort of picture book, a really short sports book. I never thought I would be a reader. I never thought I would read 27 books in a year.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought. It's like the billionaire Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. Now, maybe you've seen my TEDx talk where I talk about how I read a book a day,
Also in elementary school, I remember March was reading month and there was a contest to see who could read the most pages. And then if you read a lot, you get these prizes. And I remember I'd always add like 5 to 10 pages to how much I read just so I could get the prize. I think it's also important to not feel indebted to finish a book that you don't like. If you don't like it, just quit it, because there's literally an infinite number of books and you're not going to be able to read them all in your life, so why not only read the ones that you're going to really enjoy? The issue is just finding the right book. It's like, once you find the right book, it doesn't feel like a hassle to sit down and read 50 pages. But when you don't have the right book, it's like, this is so stupid. But you just have to keep trying. You know that feeling when you've just been a screenager for 30 minutes and you're like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Reading a book is the exact opposite of feeling of that. You get done and you're like, yes. I realize that there's no way to make a video about reading books without sounding very conceited.
Because really, when people are putting up photos on Twitter and Instagram of look at my pile of books that I'm reading, it's a show-off thing. It's a signaling thing.
Yeah.
Right?
People judge me and people...
This is a great book. This is a great book. This is a great book. Okay book. This book was really great. Pretty good. Sad but important. Great book. Great book. Great book. I read this book right here. Oh! I read this entire book right here while I was sitting right over there on my bed in one sitting. There is 225 pages. This book was so sad. I cried 3 different times during it, but I don't want to spoil it, but this one was really good. This was you know how they call books like, oh, this is a page turner. This is the book of the year for me in terms of being a page turner. A lot of these books here, this one, I wouldn't have read without the book club that I'm in, which is just, I think, 6 of my really good friends, and we meet every week and we talk about books. That is really great. I might make a video about that at another point, but start a book club with your friends, seriously. I can't explain how much I've gotten from that. This book quite literally changed how I felt. It changed how I interfaced with the world. And this is Awareness by Anthony DeMello.
Read.
Left the tongue stain, let my what hang, falling short breath, thought my lungs cave, I'm a nuisance, and these blueprints prove right like Buddhists, can't do my work right by those fences, hence who goes to where my pants is, don't follow me alright, and please don't bother me tonight, hey, she's on one, I'm dripping, that's right girl, she's on
underrated, dude. I just started eating breakfast like regularly a lot, like breakfast. It's amazing. Eggs are so good.
He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to
Read.
then you'll be successful.
This thing, it looks a little weird. It looks very weird. It looks like something, but it's really nice. It's like $7 on Amazon. See how effective that is?
That shit is mad effective, bro.
Hands-free book reading. It's not something you often think about, but paper too is a technology, and it's something that people use, like great people of history use to write about life or write stories, and then they pass it on to the next person. This is just like this is a physical hard drive of information, and it's a documentation of a life lived. It's a documentation of how to get through a hard time in life. It's a way to tell someone younger than you that, hey, I went through the same thing as well and made it out. It's a way to laugh. It's a way to cry. It's a way to experience, learn. It's a way to change. It's a way to reflect. It's a way to connect. There's no better... I love the feeling so much when you find out that someone read the same book as you and you guys get to talk about it. It's like finding a long-lost twin that you never had. It's actually... That was a little too far of a reference, but it's something like that. It's like seeing an old neighbor that you haven't seen in a while, and you guys have a lot to... You get what I mean.
Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. Having fun!
Another thing I want to do better with is going to the library and renting books, because I spend a lot of money on books, and I'm whispering because I'm using my... Sorry. I was whispering because I wanted to use my library voice, but yeah, I mean, like the t-shirt says, having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. I want to do a better job of checking stuff out at the library because it's way cheaper. But I also do really like being able to write in a book and go, this book is mine, I own it, and it's no one else's. So I keep a little index in every single book, like kind of the stuff that I want to remember, so I can search it up by page. I'll actually do that now. I'll look this up. Page 174. Fears are like gateway drugs, I said. You give into a small one, and soon you're giving into bigger ones.
I don't feel it, I need RACECAR. Top down to match my ceiling, I don't have none. Dollar billies, one time. She's...
Even these ducks like to read about free will.
Hey, I'm shooting a video, but I don't take this too seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the look I was going for.
Like, YouTube's my source of income, but I don't take it too seriously.
Is that a bad thing? Should I be taking it more seriously?
You can probably guess how much money you got in your bank account.
Jesus, this is getting real now. This is getting fucking real.
I also did a little bit of a blog post with a quick description of every book and why I liked them, why I didn't. If you have a question about a specific book or something about that, leave it in the comments. I don't really feel like talking about every single book in this video. That seems like it's a little boring and kind of get dry quickly. I could talk about these books for forever, but yeah, I'm going to stop.